Welcome to Talking Habs pregame show before every Montreal Canadiens game. Game day news, game preview, and the Guess the Score contest. Come join the chat and let's talk hockey. Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. So tonight we have the Philadelphia Flyers in town to take on the Montreal Canadiens. This is the fifth to last game. So after tonight, there'll just be 4 more games to go. There's back-to-backs on the weekend, and there's next Tuesday and Thursday. And then that's it. Season will be over. And we're getting near the end. Montreal's still in a great position as far as the draft lottery. I have some news on the draft lottery coming up in the game day news. So I'll be doing some game day news here. I'll be doing a game preview. And as always, we have the Guess the Score contest. Guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game. Doesn't matter what team you pick that guy from. And you will win $10 directly into your bank account. So please do that. Make your guess in the chat. And let's see who's here. Let's see who's here. Oh, by the way, before you see the thing running along there. So the bracket challenge is almost here because the playoffs are here. So as soon as they know all of the spots and who's where, you'll be able to go and fill out a bracket. You can go to that link right there, and that'll take you to the private. It's a private league for the channel only, and it's a contest, and whoever wins will get a prize. It's undetermined yet what the prize is, but there will be a prize, and if you win, you get that prize. So head on over there at some point, and when you can, not yet, it'll be in sometime next week. As soon as they have all the playoff series and what they are, then you'll be able to do this. So don't forget the playoff bracket contest, Talking Habs playoff bracket contest. Do it every year now, and this year there will be a prize for a winner. All right, let's go and see now who's here. Daryl Adams, 5-2 Habs, Caulfield with the first goal. And he says, Rick, is Price playing tonight? And what do you think so far how Harris has been playing? So interesting that those two names are what he asked me about. So yes, Carey Price is back in nets tonight. And just seeing that Carey Price is back in nets, the hot take that I had a few weeks back, maybe a month ago now, saying that Carey Price will play 5+ games. Well, him playing tonight and the last game, that'll give him 3 starts. He only needs 2 more out of the next 4. And quite frankly, as long as he holds up, he's going to make 5 starts. So I'm feeling good about my guess anyway so far. So yes, Carey Price is in nets tonight. As far as Harris is scratched tonight. They're giving Cale Clegg a game tonight. How do I feel about Harris? I think he's doing fine. I don't expect Harris to be perfect. I think he is NHL ready, and I think if you give this guy, 2-3 years to adjust to the NHL, to get his game to that level, I think he's going to be a damn good defenseman. I like the attitude from the kid. I like when I hear him talk like at a press conference thing. I think he's going to be a good defenseman here for a long time. Habs Guru, 4-3 Habs. James Van Riemsdyk with the first goal. Interesting because there's that rumor, or not. It's not really a rumor, but apparently Montreal has a deal in place. It's on the table. Let's put it that way. They can take it or not. That involves Van Riemsdyk coming back with a prospect for Jeff Petrie. So interesting. YouTube, 3-1 Flyers. Joel Farabee getting the first goal. Or if Price is playing, 3-0 Flyers. Farabee getting the first goal. Because apparently Habs can't score when Price is playing. So we'll see that changes tonight. I'll give you my score right now before I get to Harry over there. Where is it? My Guess the Score contest guess is a low-scoring game, 2-1 for Montreal. And I'm going to go with Raphael Harvey-Pinard getting his I don't think it's his first goal, but getting his second goal, I think, of the season and of his career in the NHL. He has been recalled. We'll get to that in the game day news. Harry, it's the Flyers and they're trash. 9-1 Canadiens. Anderson opens the scoring. Caulfield and Suzuki 4-point nights. I hope that comes true. I really do. Sadly, Habs are trash too this year, but there are trash. Bye-bye. Habs 3-0. Suzuki with the first goal. That's the opposite there of YouTube, having 3-0 Flyers. Harry says now, hello, everyone. Hoping for another good effort like against the Islanders, just with the added bonus of scoring for Price. Yeah, I'd like to see Price get his first win of the year. I think this is a good game for that. You got Martin Jones on the other side in nets. So, I think this is a team that can be taken. Claude Giroux no longer there. Why not? Get one for Carey Price. This, I think, it is a good night. And I'm not sure. I didn't check this, and I should have. I think the Flyers might have played last night. And if so, then they'd be on back-to-back games. So there's that as well. All right, so there's some news on the NHL Draft Lottery because it was announced that it was going to be on the 16th of May. I'm pretty sure I announced that at 7 p.m. I know it was supposed to be at 7 p.m. So now... And yesterday, this came out that the NHL Draft Lottery is now scheduled for May 10th. That's a Tuesday, May 10th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be doing a live stream. So if it's at 6:30, I'll be getting on there like at 6. And we'll go, probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. And we'll finally know what's going on and where Montreal will be picking from. So talking about Raphael Harvey-Pinard, Montreal has sent Corey Shenneman back down to Laval. I think essentially it's on defense to help them in their run to the playoffs. The Rocket, I think all they need is at 1 point in their last 5 games to get into the playoffs for the first time since being in Laval. And apparently this would be only the second time the Habs farm teams made the playoffs in like 11 or 12 years. So yeah, I hope that works. I know I saw something about Hughes was saying he'd like to help out the Rocket a little more for the playoffs, but he's limited in who he can send down because not everybody doesn't have to clear waivers. A lot of guys would have to clear waivers. So to send a guy down to clear waivers and maybe gets picked up it doesn't make sense, right? So so maybe that's what it is. Having Harvey-Pinard come back, though, I'd say doesn't help that effort, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Where am I? Lucas. Hey, Lucas. 3-1 Habs, Paling with the first goal. YouTube says, RHP, that's Harvey-Pinard, scored against Tampa Bay. Yeah, that was his first goal, right? So this is his second. Hey, Moonlight, how's it going? Flyers did not play yesterday. Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought they might have. So it's not back-to-back games for the Flyers. No worries. Their last game was on the 19th, so 2 days ago. So like the Habs. Flyers lost 5-2 to the Leafs on the 19th. I remember that now. I wasn't sure if I saw that from last night or from the last Habs game. So, yeah, that answers that. Let's see now. So I said Shenneman. They called up Harvey-Pinard. So on the front of the draft lottery front. So Montreal, and it looks like they won't finish worse than where they are right now. But Montreal will finish in one of the final 3 spots, right? 30th, 31st, 32nd. It doesn't look like they're going to get to 30th right now, not at this point. But there's enough games for them to do that. But I doubt it. Their draft odds are going to be this. If they finish last in the league, it'll be 18.5%. That's their chances to get the first pick. If they finish in 31st, where they are right now, it's 13.5%. And if they move up 1 spot, it's 11.5%. So if they're in 3rd spot at the end of the season, so 3rd from the bottom. So you know what? With the I think the Kraken won a game last night. With that, I doubt Montreal is going to catch Seattle. And if that's the case, well, they'll finish either where they are or 1 lower. So they've got a really good chance. And apparently, if they don't get the first overall pick, so for the second one, depending on the team that wins the first lottery pick, it depends on who wins it to what the odds are going to be for the teams that are still in the draw. So we'll find that out, I guess, draft lottery night. Hey, Sean, they were saying he will play tonight. Yeah, he's playing. Oh, you talking about Sheneman? No, I think Sheneman is. They sent him down. They sent him down, and they brought up Harvey Pinard. And look at the lineup. He's not in the lineup tonight, so this is the first time we played the Flyers without Giroux, right? I think so. It's going to be weird. He's been there so long. Yeah, I know, but it might help us for getting a win. I'd like to see them get a win tonight. Moonlight, we're guaranteed a top 5 pick, so regardless of where we go, we're going to get a solid player. That's another good point, right? So they're more finish where they are. So even at worst, it's actually top 4, right? So they finish second. No, wait. So if they finish in the 31st, if they don't get either of the 2 picks, they drop back 2 spots. So it looks like they'll be 4th or better. Which, quite frankly, 4th probably gets them Slavkovsky. I'm good with that. And maybe Cooley if he drops. I don't know, but I think Slavkovsky was ranked at 4 or something like that. Anyway, depending on whose rankings you're looking at. Habs should have acquired Taylor Hall at the deadline. I don't agree with that. Sorry, don't agree with you there. What's up, Buttercup? What's up, Buttercup? Whoa, 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 whoa. Thank you, Habby Nation. I didn't know you cared so much. Habs win 4-0. Pinard, first goal. Yeah, I got Pinard as well. Hey, Ryan, 4-2 Habs. Gallagher with the first. Conservative lawyer. No, we don't need Taylor Hall. Nope. Taylor Fall. That's a $9 million cap hit. Or what? WE he costs? Yeah, listen, the money that we don't need that. No, so I don't agree with that. Getting Taylor Hall. In the lottery, you can't drop more than 2 or go up more than 10. That's right. So if the 16th team gets the first lottery thing, they can only go up to number 6, right? And that means Montreal stays at number 2. And then if the second pick is, somebody gets it where they can move up into second, then they'd only drop. So they could be 3rd. They could stay in second. They could win first. They could win second as well and stay there. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of... the thing is, they won't more than likely be worse than 4th, and that's fine. Harry says, honestly, if we get one of Wright, Savoie, or Slavkovsky, I'm fine. I'm 100% fine with this draft. I don't mind falling to 2 or 3 for that reason, but obviously number 1 overall Montreal would be nice. Yeah, listen, I don't disagree. And I'm not up on like Savoie or Cooley. It depends who you see giving their opinion. I don't know. So I didn't check into those guys enough. But I'm definitely fine with Wright or Slavkovsky. And I kind of think if they're 3 or 4, that's who we'll get. Oh, Sean, I get what you're saying. And he could do that. He's got, it depends what his waiver wire things are. I guess he didn't have to clear to come up. So I would imagine, yes, he can go down yeah. So that would make more sense. And then it wouldn't hurt their chances, trying to get that playoff spot. They need a French-speaking star at this point. The Habs have multiple picks to trade. Do they need a... I'll tell you something that's funny about that, and I'm not going to give away anything, but I'm working on a video. I was kind of hoping to have it out today, but I only got it written and the thumbnail done, and I still have to do some clips and then film it and all that. So, but in there is kind of that player that you're talking about. I talk about a guy like that. What I'm basically talking about in the next video is who would they target if they were looking, or who would be the can't get it out. The next guy, like the winger, to play on the first line with Suzuki and Caulfield. Somebody in your organization, a trade, or a UFA signing. That's what I talk about in the video. So it's interesting that there's a guy like that in the video. YouTube, Logan Cooley. That's the guy. Cooley's the guy I was. Those names are the names you hear all the time. Harry, I don't even know enough about them to say so. We're going to be shocked come draft day. Why is that? Habit Nation, tell me why. So who are you thinking? I don't see that there's a player that they can draft that's a French, local French player, local French kid to be a star right now that they can get in the draft. Unless you're saying they're going to trade for Lafreniere. That's what you're talking about. If they're going to trade their pick to get Lafreniere, because that sounds like what you're talking about. I'm as a guess, right? So you can tell me if I'm right or not, please. I know I'm right. I'm always right. I don't even know why I question it. Nah, I'm just being an idiot. If I do act like an idiot tonight or during the game, we can blame this on Rick Simpson because I had a little bit of his oil. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. I had a little bit more than a little. So it could be interesting. That's all I'll say. I said the name, Happy Nation. Sorry. I know I said the name. You could say I didn't say the name. I did say that. That's what you're thinking of. So are Caulfield, Romanov, Paling, Barron, Harris, how to leave an idiot in suspense? That's what you do. Just sort of don't finish your sentence. And then I'm in suspense. Honestly, I wouldn't trade more than a second-round pick for Lafreniere. He's not a good first overall pick, and he's going to be barely a second liner, not worth it for Montreal. I wouldn't trade this pick if that's what you're saying. Would I have Lafreniere playing here? I would have him for the right price, but YouTube, but Caulfield's not going, Romanov's not going. I don't think Paling even. Barron's injured and Harris is scratched. So maybe they could send Harris down, and that might be something they do. But the other guys, they're not sending them. They're not sending them down to help out. No. I can pretty much guarantee that. Yeah, you know what? Have a Nation. I don't disagree that Lafreniere would fit in here. I think he's still got a little bit to prove, though, and I worry about what they'd give up to get him, and then maybe he's not worth that. But I don't think if we get a top 4 pick, I don't know that I trade that away. Ryan, I agree with you there. I'll trade the lower first pick for Lafreniere. Yep, I'd say I agree with you. But I don't think, I doubt the Rangers will do that. I doubt the Rangers would trade Lafreniere anyway. You don't give up on a first overall pick this early in his career. At the end, yeah, but you're still YouTube. You're not sending Cole Caulfield back to Laval. Maybe get hurt down there. Why? I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't take any chances like that. Personally, I don't think he needs the time there at this point. Now the other guys, okay, so maybe Paling if he wants to. I think Paling could go down there. Like there's guys I could see that. I'm not sending Caulfield down. We're also going to be running for next year's first overall pick as well. Hopefully, a solid pick this year, and next year is all we need to turn this team around. I agree. If we can finish in the bottom of the league like this year, next year we're going to get one of those. There's like 3 really great picks there, and we'll get one. Andrew, I don't follow them enough, but I'm happy if they go deep into the playoffs. He's a mediocre French player from Quebec. Probably shouldn't be going for more than a third at Gallagher. But even then, you can get a good player for Gallagher instead. Yeah, I know you don't. But I mean, listen, that's your opinion. I don't know that everybody shares that. Thank you, Habs Guru, for the dono. Some Habs Guru hype and some dono hype in this room here, please. I appreciate that. And Habs Guru will get his name once again in the draw for this hat, which is coming up next Thursday because what day are we today? Today is Thursday. So next Thursday is the last game, and we're going to draw for this hat. So thank you so much. The Habs haven't scored for Price in 3 games going back to the last game of the Cup Finals when they were shut out. That's right. That's very true. The Habs have not scored for Carey Price in 3 games. His last 3 games that he's played. So it's getting to be a bit of a concern, and it's curious like why that's happening. But I don't know if you make too much of it and it'll break. It's not something that'll go forever. There's no way that they never score for Carey Price again. You know what I mean? So right of center is what we need more than a winger in Lafreniere. I don't disagree, but only if that center is also next a best player available. I don't know that you want to take a stretch to get a center again like we did with KK. I'd rather listen. If we can't get right, and we can't get whoever you want to say maybe is the next best center. Savoie, I think is so. If you can't get those guys, I'd rather get a Slavkovsky as the winger to hopefully in a year, maybe 2 seasons, be that guy that's on that line with Suzuki and with Caulfield. Oh, don't worry, YouTube. Don't worry about it. I wasn't making anything of it, just commenting. Happy Nation, yeah, that was all that stuff. I didn't mean that he was on the block though. From what I heard, that the fact that people were saying he's on the block was not true. So I don't know. And their GM is an asshole. We're telling somebody he can't speak his language to whoever he kind of chooses to speak his language to, like with. I never would get that from, like, that's definitely never going to be right. Cooley or Savoie would be the second and third best centers in this draft. And depending who you ask, which one and which. I'm still, I kind of, when we got KK, I wanted Kachuk, and that would have been the right move. I kind of want Slavkovsky. I'm going to stick with that. And maybe, again, in the end, will have been the right move, whether they get him or not. But you know what I mean? It'll be that player. Sean, I mean, they're playing some tighter D. Yeah. Is that why they're not scoring? They had chances. It's not like they didn't have chances. So to say that, I don't know that it's true. They had chances. If they didn't have, the chances that they had, yeah, I'd agree with you, but I don't know. Draft a winger. He's only if he's best available player in draft. That's what I say. Moonlight. I'm not calling Lafreniere a bad player. I agree with what you're saying there, and I don't really think that the Rangers are really talking about trading him. And I had seen from, I don't remember who it was from. It was from a good source saying that that's no, he's not on the block. I would kind of agree with that. YouTube, good point, right? Even if he's, if they want to trade him, it's not trade him for a bag of pucks. Babe, I wouldn't blame him at all, and I'd be really mad at the GM, and maybe he wants out because of that. I don't know, but you know. YouTube on both counts. Yep, I agree. It's not a new problem, but it's kind of weird that they've been scoring pretty well since St. Louis took over. It's just weird how it's just totally dropped off in front of Price. If it's uncertain after number one, they should trade for somebody that's better than what they got and let the other guy develop him. Well, no. If Lafreniere gets traded, he is still a very recent first overall pick. He still has a significant trade value. Well, that, of course. Yeah, saying for a second round, that's only if, they've given completely up on the guy and everyone knows he's a bust. That's different. It's not that way. So, yeah, I don't think he's getting traded, Lafreniere. We'll find out in the offseason. We'll find out. Or the draft, which is the offseason. So, okay, just a few minutes. I'll do the preview. It's not Havanation. It's not that I didn't like the Baron trade, but yeah, I mean, to say if it's uncertain after number one, trade it away. No, I think when you're in the top five, I don't trade away that pick. In a bad draft, okay. In a bad draft where there's maybe one good player in the top five, I mean, it's different. I don't think that's the case here. This isn't Patrick Stefan, at least not yet. Are we talking about? No, he's not. No, listen, I think Lafreniere has. I think he's going to end up being a really good player, and I don't think they trade him away, unless he's really upset about that. There could be problems now with the team and him because of that thing with the not allowing him to speak French. If that's the case, could be different, but otherwise, I don't see them trading him. Top 10 picks are very seldom traded. I agree. And, you don't see often teams moving up like that at that spot. You don't see that happen very often. And I don't see why it would here. Hey, Maritime Bob. What's up? I get this from Cheers, by the way. My nipple's in a high wind. Especially right now in a flat cap era when you're a rebuilding team. You're not. Well, okay. Yeah, I guess it goes with what he's been saying. I'm not going all in on right. They need options, a plan B and C. MB didn't do that. Well, I mean, you can't go all. First of all, you can't go all in on right, and that's it. They have to have a plan B and C. Even MB did that. Come on. You can't go in there and go, well, we're going to win. I know we're going to get that first pick. I know it. I don't care. I'm not looking at any. We're going to get that. If you're like that, there's no way you got to the point of being a GM. I heard he's ready to leave there. Who? Bergevin? Yeah, I saw there was a story there. I didn't read it. If that's what it was, I didn't read anything about that. Harry, great point, right? And I was saying this a couple of times recently about, people, I think it's the BL actually that, another Bergie gift that keeps on giving. But yeah, how come you don't say it about the players that are good that he brought here? So if you're going to say, oh, that guy, what a horrible, and shit all over Bergie when somebody good that touches the puck that Bergie brought. You should be saying the same thing. Oh, look, that what a great pick that was. What a great trade that was. But people don't do that. YouTube says, plus Drury has a very clear track record of not rushing into trades, and they shouldn't with Lafreniere. I don't think it will happen, but if Lafreniere gets traded, I think it's to Montreal because of the Gorton and Quebec connection. I don't think it'll happen, though. Maritime. St. John Sea Dogs signed a player on a 3-year deal. I'm trying to break that word up. William Dufour, 109 points in 61 games. Is that what you're saying? Oh, Islanders signed him? You were missing words. Okay. We'll sort that out. No GM is total crap except Chiarelli or Houle. Joshua Raw has 107 points in 60 games, and both of them drafted 5th round same year. I'm just saying there are a lot of players that are here and have been and will be that they drafted still and or brought in. And if you're going to crap all over a guy, well, then you got to acknowledge when they did something good as well. That's all. Chris, that's a great point, right? But, he wasn't all bad. There were things we didn't know till the end. Okay, I'll give you that. But it wasn't all totally bad. That's all. And then over the last few seasons, they drafted pretty well, and we're seeing that now. He traded Dale Weese twice. Well, no, you got to go. Gauthier, Pierre Gauthier was horrible. So you got to go and add. I don't care what you say. You got to add Pierre Gauthier into that. He was horrible. All right, we're gonna get to the 2 minutes. We're gonna do. I'm gonna do my preview. I didn't get to all this stuff, so I got the carry price. Oh, I have to tell you this. If you're going to join up the bracket contest, very important. You got to enter a password to because it's a private league. So anybody who wants to join the bracket contest, write this down for the password you have to give to get in. Everybody ready? It is capital R. It's my name. Capital R, I-C-K. So capital R, lowercase I-C-K, apostrophe S. It's all one word, by the way. Bracket with a capital B. So Rick's bracket, challenge. And challenge, I believe, has a capital C. So Rick's bracket, B-R-A-C-K-E-T, challenge, C-H-A-L-L-E-N-G-E. So we got to remember that. You're going to need that. And if you don't know it, just send me an email and I will give you the password. So it's important because it's a private league. So only you guys can get in. And if you didn't hear that from earlier, we're doing the look down, see down there, see? That's all about that. That's the link to get there, and then you need that password to join. Maritime Bob, it's brackets. Like in basketball for the March Madness and all that. It's the same thing. So once all the teams are set in place for the playoffs, then you can go and you can make your bracket. The winning bracket gets a prize. Yep, it's there. So write down that link because I can't make it a clickable link. And Matt's not here to. Maybe he'll do it in the hangout. right? So, yeah, it's the bracket. It's bracket time. YouTube, yes, Gauthier traded Camilleri mid-game, in between second and third period. And then told him to go grab a cab and get out of here. And didn't even allow him to keep his sweater. Habs Nation, why not try? It's free. I suck at it too. Believe me, I suck at it. But it's free. There's no cost to it. And you could win a prize if you never know. So I encourage everybody to join up because, like I said, it's free. It's free. I should have mentioned that. It is free, and you could win a prize. Hey, YouTube, no worries. I hope everything's okay. Hope it's all good. See you later. That's life, man. Stuff comes up in life. All right, we're getting to the preview right now because there's no more time to waste. All righty. The game tonight is the Montreal Canadiens taking on the Philadelphia Flyers in Montreal. Flyers are 23, 43, and 11, 57 points, 8th in the Metro. Montreal is 20, 46, and 11, 51 points, 8th in the Atlantic. How to watch this game tonight? It's at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. As usual in Montreal's region, TSN2 in English, RDS in French, and in the Flyers region, NBC Sports Philadelphia. Streaming, Sports Surge and NHL 66. Hey, who wants to pay for those ones in red? I'm not telling you guys to do something illegal, but I mean, who wants to pay for that? Last 10 record for Philadelphia, 2-8-0, as is Montreal's 2-8-0. Difference is Flyers on a 6-game losing streak. No, there's no difference. I thought that was 8 games for Montreal. It's not. So both teams on a 6-game losing streak. To say that one of them is due for a win, it's kind of stupid because one of them is going to win tonight and break that streak. Season series, December 16th under Dom. Montreal at home beat them 3-2. March 13th under Marty St. Louis. Montreal in Philadelphia beat them 4-3. So if we win tonight, we can sweep them right out. Be nice if there's a team Montreal could sweep this year. Tail of the tape, scoring chances for percentage, 44.8% for Montreal, 29th. 44.8% for Philadelphia, 30th. I mean, this is crazy. Like how many? They're the same. Goals per game, 2.52 for Montreal, 31st, 2.56 for Philadelphia, 30th. Goals against per game, 3.83 for Montreal, 32nd, 3.62 for Philadelphia, 28th. Power play percentage, 13.2% for Montreal, 31st. And look at that, a worse power play than Montreal, 12.2% for the Flyers, and that's last. PK percentage, 74.6% for Montreal, 28th, and 75.2% for Philadelphia, 27th. Difference here is head-to-head record. Montreal has won both games, and Flyers have lost both, but in overtime or shootout. So, can't be much freaking closer than these two teams are. Shots on goal allowed per game, Philadelphia 34, for Montreal 34.5. Shots on goal per game, that's 4, is 30.6 for Philadelphia, 29.5 for Montreal. Face-off percentage, I don't see the, hang on a second, we're going to just have to do this for a sec. Do that, and it didn't matter. So I'm just going to put it back there because I cut it off anyway. That's the number that, no, I got to go here. 52.3% for Philadelphia, 48.8% for Montreal. Montreal's on the lower part of the league, and Philadelphia's on the upper side for faceoffs. Goalies tonight. It's Martin Jones. For Philadelphia, 10, 17, and 3, 3.53 goals against, 8.97 save percentage, no shutouts. For Montreal, it's Carey Price. I know that's small. He has appeared in 2 games. He is he's not 2-0-2. He's got 2 losses. Anyway, 918 save percentage and a 202 goals against. I don't know where they get that 2-2-0-2. Like, that doesn't make sense. Because that would mean like he's got 2 wins, no losses. I'm just confused. I'm confused, guys. Players to watch, last 5 games for Philadelphia. Konechny has 4 points. Van Riemsdyk, 3 goals. Konechny, 3 assists. And Frost, don't know his first name, +2. For Montreal, Petrie, 3 points. Paling, 3 goals. So he also had 3 points. Petrie's is 3 assists. And Paling is a +1. No, that didn't work. Team leaders in goals, Cam Atkinson for Philadelphia, 23 goals. Suzuki for Montreal, 20 goals. Points, Atkinson, 50. For Philadelphia, for Montreal, Suzuki, 57. There's another game where Suzuki is leading the other guy's points leader. Average time on ice, Philadelphia, Provorov, 24:47. Montreal, Petrie, 22:06. And wins for Philadelphia, Carter Hart with 13. And Jake Allen for Montreal with 9. Montreal scoring. It's always the same guys. Suzuki, still 57 points. Caulfield, 38. Stuck on 38. 18 goals, 20 assists. Hoffman, 11 goals, 18 assists, 29 points. And Anderson, 18 goals, 10 assists, 28 points. Oh, yeah, 20. I thought Anderson had 29, so I had that wrong in my head for some reason. For Philadelphia, Atkinson, 50 points, is 23 goals, 27 assists. Konechny, 14 goals, 35 assists, 49 points. Giroux's not there anymore. Van Riemsdyk, 21 goals, 13 assists, 34 points. And Farabee, 17 and 17. That's 34 points, but that's in 58 games only because he was injured, I think, for a while. Bottom 5 in the league, Jersey, 61 points. Seattle, 58 points. And Philadelphia, 57 points. And you can see why. I don't think Montreal or Arizona, for that matter, can even catch Philadelphia. Now with 5 games left, I just don't see that happening. Now, you can say Montreal beats Philadelphia tonight. They're still 4 points behind. Yeah, I still don't see it. Anyway, we'll see. Mathematically, they can. So Montreal with 51 points and Arizona with 50. So current line, Montreal or Philadelphia's on the road, so their away record is 10-23-5. Montreal's home record is 10-24-4. And versus each other over the last 3 seasons, Philadelphia 6-3-2, Montreal 5-4-2. So very close records. Lines tonight: Suzuki, Caulfield, Anderson, first line for Montreal. Dvorak, Hoffman, Gallagher, second line. Evans, Rempitlick, and Paling, third line. Harvey Pinard, or I say Perreault, with Harvey Pinard and Tyler Pitlick as the fourth line. Romanov and Savard, first pair. Edmondson, Petrie, second pair. Clegg and Weidman, third pair. Price starting. Monty backing him up. Harris is scratched. Sheneman's listed as scratched, but was sent down to Laval. And Armia is not just scratched. He has left the team on a leave of absence. And then we'll just go with that. And for the Flyers, Hayes centering Lawton and Konechny. Farabee in between Van Riemsdyk and Bobby Brink. Morgan Frost in between Cates and Owen Tippett. Thompson, it's our Uncle Nate, in between Lindblom and McEwen. Provorov and Attard. I thought you can't say that name. That's a bad word. That's not bad. Oh, no, that's a different word. So Provorov and Attard is the first pair. Hogberg and Sanheim, second pair. Yandel and Zamula, third pair. Martin Jones starting. Felix Sandstrom backing him up, and everybody else is injured. How's that? And somebody is I forgot on Montreal. Suspension. Michael Pezzetta got a 2-game suspension for that high hit to the head on, I'm trying to remember on who. Minnesota was against Minnesota, or the game before that. Anyway, so he's out on a 2-game suspension. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my version of a game preview. How's that? Like it or not, there you go. No money back. Sorry, no money back guarantees. Where am I? Habs suck, but only this season and mostly for the first 40 games. Next year will be great. Hang in, everyone. I don't think it'll be great. I don't think it will be the first part of this season that we went through, but I don't think it'll be great yet. Cheer loud and say goodbye to old ways of managing hockey players. That I just agree with you there for sure. Support them. It won't be that long, but I don't think next year will be like fully turned around. They put Galley on the left wing. Yeah, I didn't notice that. In light of what's happened with Jeff, I want to say I was thoroughly entertained with the guests he ended up with, in Shamir and Peter, and Lady, and even Delaney. Peter wasn't there. It was JD. Oh yeah, but Peter wasn't there, and Luna was in the chat. Maybe a return to that? No. No. You won't see more than 2 of us at a time because it gets too bulky. Except when we do a panel thing, yeah, okay. But no, I won't be doing that where on a game night we're gonna have like 3, 4, 5 people on. No, it gets too bulky, and I think it gets too unfocused. That's my opinion for a game, But I appreciate your opinion, and there will be times, I don't know if they want to come back at all even, but there will be times where we'll have like multiple people on, but for a special show or a panel show. John Lou didn't have that lineup. What lineup are we talking about? Oh, John Lou didn't have that lineup? Well, sometimes that lineup that I just gave, it doesn't mean that it's 100% accurate, because how many times have that been the one that they put out on the NHL page, but, there's changes to it, so. Habs Guru, that's exactly what you need. Yeah, that's Rick's Bracket Challenge. That's the passcode. Ryan, that's it against Capitals on TJ Oshie. That's where Pezzetta got that suspension. Itario, 4-1, Montreal, Rem Pitlick. Also tried to sign in with the bracket challenge. Rick for password not working for me. No, it's Rick's, and you have to have the apostrophe on Rick's. R-I-C-K apostrophe Rick, apostrophe S. Bracket challenge. There's a capital B on bracket, a capital C on challenge, and it's all one word. So Rick's Bracket Challenge, and it's uppercase on the first letter of each word and the apostrophe, and that'll get you in. I don't know if I typed in the code. Yeah, that's a good idea, Habination. I will try to remember, but I don't have to because I got to go right now. So it's Rick's Bracket Challenge, all one word, capital or uppercase on each first letter of each word. That's to get into the thing there on the bottom for the bracket. I got to run because I got to feed my animals and get back here. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Stay tuned. I'll be back in like 12 minutes, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Ciao. See you in a bit.